I honestly hope I don't regret buying this. This is what we're reviewing today. So what is good, guys? It is your boy Xavier Ashton, aka AshtonRoyale, back here again with another video. And as you can see in today's video, we're going to be reviewing the Sony DualSense Edge. And this is basically Sony's premium controller, retailing for $200. Yes, I said it, $200. Absolutely absurd. But we're gonna get into why it's kind of worth the price. I just find it funny that, you know, basically Sony and Xbox just made their own SCUF controller. But yeah, we're gonna get into today's video. So let's get into unboxing this. Get a little nice white Sony box. I ain't gonna toss this though. I'm gonna be gentle with this. So right off the bat, we have a nice carrying case, and this is a hard shell carrying case. So that's really nice. All white to match the controller with some black accents. You have the little PlayStation details on here. So on the front, you have the PlayStation symbol. On the back, you got the, you know, the controllers, the square, circle, X, and triangle. On the zippers, you also have the PlayStation symbol. Another little dope feature about this carrying case is it has a little compartment that you can pull down, and you can actually charge the controller while it's actually in the case. Whew. This controller is fire, yo. And it got that new plastic smell. Let me just show you guys real quick what the inside of the case look like. So as you can see, you got the controller in there, braided cable, actually, let me just show you when I take it out. Let me take this out for last. Okay, so the first thing that we have in this case is the premium braided cord. And to be honest with you guys, this is giving me like Apple vibes. This is like the cord that you get with an Apple computer. So this is your charger. It's USB-A to USB-C. So the next thing that we have here is the charging cable lock. So this is actually a dope little mechanism. Basically what you do, you open this from behind, you feed your charging cable in through here, snap it shut. This side will actually be down on the controller like that. And then you have this switch right here, put it down to lock. These little prongs will go into the controller and actually lock your charging cable to the controller. So basically that will implement you having a wired controller. So it won't be no accidents, you know, like the wire being tugged or anything. So the next two things that you get with this controller are your back buttons. These are like more of a half dome type of trigger. And then you have your traditional, just I call these like the SCUF controller triggers. These are also on the Xbox Elite controller. These are more traditional. These are more like a low profile type of ordeal. I'm probably just gonna go with the traditional ones. And last but not least, you get two sets of thumbsticks. You have the shorties right there, and then you have the longer ones right here. Typically in shooters, what I do is for my movement, I'll use a shorty, and then for the aim, I'll use a longer one. So one last feature with the carrying case, as you guys can see here, you actually can store a thumbstick. As you guys know, the thumbsticks on these controllers are removable. So you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the thumbsticks actually retail for about 20 bucks. So I mean, that's a good deal. You can remove it. The one thing about controllers that we all hate is that thumbstick drift just sucks. So I mean, if you could just spend $20 and fix your controller, why not? Like I said, $200, but the fact that those are one of the features, I mean, I guess that could, you know, negotiate the price. And the one last thing that you get in that case is the controller. And that is a beauty. So let me just give you guys a quick look at this controller before we actually go into a little breakdown of it. The features and all the details are just honestly beautiful. So honestly, this just feels like really good in the hand. It isn't too heavy. I thought it would be heavier. Actually, let me just grab the other PS5 controller. So let me just show you the differences here. So the first difference that I feel with both controllers is the Edge controller gives you more of a grip. And as you can see right here, it gives you kind of more of like a grip pattern right here compared to your regular DualSense controller. This was more just plastic. So yeah, that just feels great in the hand. So speaking of grip, the next big difference that we have is you actually have grips on your L2 and R2. It's the PlayStation symbols, which is actually dope. Let me just show you guys. So as you can see, you have the PlayStation symbols. So you have grip right here if you're in a shooter. I usually shoot with L1, R1, well, aim with L1, shoot with R1, but it's actually nice that you have some extra grip on your back trigger fingers. On the regular DualSense, you didn't have that. It was just like, you know, regular plastic. So the next differences that we have are the buttons. On the Edge, your buttons are blacked out. On the regular DualSense, well, on the white version, they're clear. And then the last big difference that we have, which actually makes this controller look so dope compared to this one, is that your trackpad is blacked out and it has the PlayStation symbols on it, when on the regular DualSense, it was just plain and it was white. Honestly, even if you would have blacked this out on the trackpad, it actually would have just gave it like a dope look if you see these side by side. So now that we got all that out of the way, let's get into some functions of this controller. First thing being the trigger sliders. So as you can see on the back of the controller on both sides, you have 3 different settings for both of the triggers. The first one gives you the most free range. If you go down 1 on each, tightens up a little bit. And if you go all the way down to the 3rd setting, you see how tight that is. So this probably will be good for shooters, to be honest with you. I'm just capping because I feel like this is too tight. I feel like for me, it'll be number 2. That's honestly better. And then number 1 will be like for any just, you know, regular gameplay or any racing games, but definitely for 2. This is Fortnite, Call of Duty, Overwatch. This is where I'm gonna be. Actually, since I'm showing you the back of the controller, let me just show you guys how easy it is to just put in your triggers. So on the back of each trigger, it'll actually show you. So this says right bumper. So you'll just go to the right side, put it in there as so. It's magnetic, it just slides in. So let me just show you guys. Boom, like that. And then you have your triggers. Let me show you guys what it's like with the half domes. Let me just put it in the half domes. As you see, they just slide right in there. Magnetic, go to the other side. And then there you got the half domes. So honestly, for me, I think I'm just gonna stay with the half domes because I like how my fingers could just stay right here. When you have the triggers, I kind of don't like how if I wrap the controller too high, it's already on the button, but my finger could just sit here on the half dome. So like I said, I think I'm gonna stay with the half dome. Also, I love how easy it is to just change your thumbsticks. See how they just come off like that? Then I'm gonna grab a shorty and a long dome, snap that in, snap that in, and look how easy it is, you're good. So right now I got a shorty and a long dome. This is typically how I would play shooters. Shorty for the movement, long dome for aim. Honestly, I'm probably gonna put a control freak on here anyway. So on the bottom of the controller, as you can see, you have 2 function buttons. So the right function button is used to change between the 4 profiles, well actually 3 profiles because the 4th one is just a default of your button maps. You can actually have 3 stored into the controller, and then I believe it's 30 stored into the P5. And then the dope thing about your left function controller is actually controlled of all your volumes. So if you go up and down, it'll actually change the volume of your headset. And if you go left to right, it'll change between game and party chat. Also, before I forget, since we're down here, remember when I told you you could change your sticks? So all you have to do is slide this release button right here. And when you slide that button, this part will actually be able to be detached. And then you see these 2 notches right here. All you have to do is lift one up and you can slide that right out. Pay your little $20, get a new one, come right here, slide that right back in, lock it, and you just saved yourself probably $70 on a new controller. So I actually forgot to show you guys the prongs of the charging cable. Actually, let me show you guys how that works. So you got your charging cable lock, you got your charging cable, you open this up, there's a nice little compartment right there where you put the charging cable, snap that, take your controller, put this on top, and like I said, push that down, and there you have it. Can't tug on it, nothing can happen to it. It's wired. So yeah. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys what the menu of this would look like. So as you can see right here, it says DualSense Edge wireless controller. You will go in your accessories and you'll see this menu. Up here, you would choose your custom profiles. You can have up to 4 custom profiles, but you know, they already have a default profile, so it takes it. So you could basically have up to 3. And then if you come over here, I believe this is where you would store your 30. Let's just try to create a custom profile. Let's just do it for Call of Duty. I'm not gonna really like change anything. I'm just gonna show you what you could do. So right here, you would customize your buttons, like how you could put your back buttons right here. You could put it probably X, circle, melee, jump, or whatever. You could change your stick sensitivity and dead zone. That's pretty dope. Your trigger dead zone. You have your vibration intent. We turn that off regardless. I don't like getting shot and feeling it. And then you have your trigger effect intensity. So I wouldn't use this, but whatever, that's a feature that you have. And then right here, I already changed this to dim. So just to let you know, on every PS5 controller, once you get it, it's always on bright. Change it to dim because that'll actually save you more battery life. And then rumor has it, this has half the battery life as this controller. So put this on dim it'll save you more battery life so you could game more. So I know this really isn't like a review, this is more like a first impressions and unboxing, but if you guys enjoyed the content, go down below, drop a comment, and smack the that like button for me. And until next time, guys, it is your boy AshtonRoyale, and I'm about to play some Overwatch. So until next time, peace.